Hello and welcome back to the channel in Deus Ex Human Revelations. So we're continuing on the augmented path. We've got to head back to Seraph headquarters.
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen. And not just the men in suits.
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan? What are you talking about, Malik?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right. You ready to go?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Yeah, let's
Your
go.
wish is my command. Climb in.
D5 zone.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented.
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
I think people should stop asking me so many questions. They came in handy today, but I still didn't choose. Intrigued.
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
They were gone.
whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Oh. Hangar, can we go there?
Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you, but things got...
Oh, what's that? Ooh, I like little hidey holes. What's down here? Oh, it's level 5. Okay. I guess not yet, guys. Oh, there is a run button.
This whole situation is going to hurt us, Adam. If it keeps
Another
up,
attack?
the UN is likely to rule.
Okay, what's down here? I like snooping around, guys. I know it might be annoying, but I find it fun. Yeah, let's have a look what's in this. Where does this take us? Ooh. There's piece of aspirin, people can die of aspirin. I got 15 more. Okay. Oh, it's neuropathy or whatever it's called. The anti-thingy-mabobby drug. The anti-rejection drug. Okay. Oh. How do we go to missions? Is this it? Okay, so we just have one mission. Okay. Cool, cool. I'm onto it now.
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault he's put it together.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's room.
Well, well. If it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Okay, now we'll go and talk to Sarah. Where would he be?
What do you think they talk about?
David and Hugh Darrow? Hell if I know. What did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about?
I bet he's trying to convince
They
us to
spin the
come out
news
of
like
hiding.
anyone else.
Make a statement that will count.
Darrow's not hiding. He's working day and night in the army.
I keep getting micro stutters. Don't know where those are coming from.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
Take charge. I'm hoping it'll pay off. Sanders won't rest until he learns who set him up.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Well, maybe they didn't like being held off for long.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
Okay. Ooh, so close to a Praxis kit.
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words, that man is trouble.
Nope, we don't need to go in the bathroom.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Right. I'll see you.
Alright, so my office is upstairs. Security manager. Are we security manager? Security manager. There we go.
What am I doing here? This is nuts. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
Care to give me a few more details on exactly what it is you want me to do?
Oh, yeah, sure. The footage will probably be in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
Okay. Jensen. Work accounts. This password should also work at your computer at home. Nice. Can we upgrade our space? See through walls? See-through walls would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Mandrake. Alright, let's do that. M-A-D-R-A-K-E. Mandrake. You said today live. We'll probably know. Let me know. We'll pay you. Josie and I are back home safe in our apartment. We live in the 3rd floor condo, Brooklyn Court. You can find the entrance behind the 2nd Street gas station. Stop by next time you're in the city. We have something for you. Nice. Minor security concern. And what's this? Cameras. Okay. Cool. Let's go to this. We'll inactive that. We'll inactive that. We'll go to the clinic first, because they might have... I thought he was just walking around with a gun whopped out. So we head to the clinic, because they might give us some practice, or whatever it's called. And then we can get... I think being able to move heavy stuff would be quite good to have this early on.
This whole thing just...
How much space opened up though? Oh yeah. Once we get rid of the shotgun, the sniper
back
rifle.
bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that at any point...
Wouldn't mind trying to pick up a suppressor for the pistol as well. Think pistol, assault rifle, and...
No, please, don't shoot.
What?
Mrs. Reed?
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what that means. It's never been the same. Sympathetic to attach.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
Was it for this?
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with...
Good.
Why does a detective need to...
Oh, he retired soon.
I'm on it.
Okay, let's see if we can find where this limb clinic is first.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These limb people...
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be under Rapazine shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Alright, buy Typhoon ammo.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
Gain temporarily increased health.
LeBlanc, code blue.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it.
Okay, so I need more money.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that.
So if I can get some more money, maybe being able to see through walls would be a good... No, lifting heavy objects I think would be a good one to start with.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance on the side of the building.
You got anything you want to...
Sell that. Sell that. Stun gun, don't need that. We don't have a stun gun. Millimeter. Wine. Nuke software, we might keep. Painkillers, we might keep. Okay. Buy. What can we buy? Damage upgrade, burst round system. For shotgun, damage upgrade. $250. Okay. Automatic unlocking device. Shotgun, no. For shotgun. Okay.
Be sure to tell all your friends.
Just not the cops.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Yeah. Gonna let me out?
What's your pleasure, friend? Be sure to tell all your friends.
There we go. Quickly save. Cool, cool. And we will combine this with... What do we want to upgrade? We could go the machine pistol route, or we'll just go the pistol route, I think. And then we'll buy another Praxis kit.
Welcome to Lim International.
You say the police were overly violent?
Dr. Chetchery.
Overly violent?
Call 217.
Will you be purchased?
Dr. Chetchery, call 217.
Always a pleasure, sir.
There we go, 2 Praxis kits.
Please have your file information.
Should help us get a couple of quick upgrades. Okay, what can we do? Move heavy objects. Reduces movement. Cloaking system. Hearts jump. Chris landing. Smart vision. Protects against harmful gases. Sentinel health reflexes. Display stealth-related information such as cones of vision, last known location. Displays the range. Okay, we're going to save up for being able to see through walls, I think. I think that's going to be a really good thing to have.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch.
Those arc lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop. Great. Where he at? Yo, what you doing?
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
Okay, cool. We know where a gun runner is.
I can never thank you enough for what you did.
Nope, wrong button. I keep meaning to go to this one. Alright, lesser evils.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
That's all I need.
All right.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the room.
Maybe I should do hacking. There we go. heck?
Access granted.
Got them all. Nice. So we even got some credits for that. Okay. No.
Access granted.
Oh. No. Imagine that, you come into your house, first thing you see is that the fridge has moved. Doesn't really look like a nice place to live. Some credit.
Yo, Kendall! I know you're here, man!
Come on. Come here. That shotgun will be good.
What? You think you can just cut me off? Get down!
Oh, what happened? Oh. That was a rookie mistake, eh, guys? Honestly. Yard. I forgot what button was takedown. Okay, let's try this again.
I know you're here, man!
So he must be smuggling for gangs.
What? You think you can just cut me off?
There we go. Sorry, man, we couldn't score as much as last week. Okay. So we'll meet with Tinder or whatever his name is. Nope. We'll go this way. Oof.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, You shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain, that just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Look, you're right. You're in a tough situation. I wish I can help you out of it, but it's your mess, right? You're the one who's got to step up and do it.
You sound just like my old man. You're lucky I respected the dude. Here's the footage. Guess I gotta face the mess I got myself in.
There we go. That was nice and simple. And then we'll give the footage back.
Did you get it yet?
I got the...
Yeah, listen now.
You're lucky I don't report you. I know you were trying to do a good
Listen.
thing.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
You picked up laser targeting system. That'll be good to put on the old pistol. Open menu, combined. Yes. We're getting somewhere. Alright guys, well, we're going to end this episode here. So if you liked it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.